After sharing displeasure at the BJP leadership for keeping him in dark over the NDPP BJP seat sharing arrangement for forthcoming state elections, Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patan takes a turn. In his series of tweets, Patan lauds the party leadership and welcomes the move. A massive landslide near Kuzamache Gate on Thursday completely cut off the National Highway 2 connecting Nagaland to neighbouring Manipur. Landslide occurred around 3:30 p.m. However, no injuries or damage to properties reported. Keeping problems and hardship faced by patients travelling down to Tamil Nadu's Vellore for medical treatment in mind, a Naga patient house to be built in Vellore soon. The Minister of PWD Housing and Mechanical, Tombang Osakam, discloses that construction to start soon with another one to come in Meghalaya as well. Provisional results for HSC Compartmental Exam 2022 set to be declared at the board's website on July 30. All center superintendent informed to collect mark sheet cum certificates from August 1 to 3 during office hours. The 2022 Commonwealth Games officially declared open at Thursday at grand opening ceremony held at Alexandra Stadium in Birmingham. Star shutter and Olympic medalist PV Sindhu and men's hockey team captain Manpreet Singh lead the Indian contingent during the parade. Hello and welcome to Nltv's English News Now. I am Johanna Muri and now we'll have a look at the news in details. Amid the recent reports surfaced on social media that Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister Y. Patan is unhappy over the seat-sharing formula between BJP and NDPP for the upcoming state elections on Thursday, the veteran BJP leader stated that the alliance formed between the two parties to jointly contest the 2023 elections have been taken, keeping in mind the interest of the Naga people. Taking down to Twitter to clear all reports that he is miffed over the development that took place a couple of days ago, Patan said that both parties will work together and stay united. Patan also said that what sets BJP apart and makes it the great organization is the zeal of each member to work for the party to work towards serving the people. Therefore, he welcomed the decision and showed utmost trust in the wisdom of the party's central leaders. He also added that the further strengthening of BJP and DPP alliance will provide stability and clarity in the governance and ensure swift development. District Magistrate of Wokha Ajit Kumar Ranjan on Thursday has clapped prohibitory orders under Section 144 of the CRPC in whole of Wokha town. All wards and perimeters of 5 km around town, including Wangosang Mission Center, till 6 am of July 31. In an order, the DC said that the information was received about opposing groups of people mobilizing and congregating in and around Wokha town, creating a likely situation of confrontation and causing apprehension of breach of public peace and tranquility. Meanwhile, police, security forces, magistrates on duty, fire and emergency service, health services, economical and educational institutions and government department have been exempted from the restrictions. On Thursday afternoon, a massive landslide occurred near Kuzamache Gate, which completely cut off National Highway 2 that connects Nagaland and Manipur. According to reports, the landslide occurred around 3:30 p.m. and no injuries or damage to properties were reported. Soon after the landslide, excavators were reportedly pressed into action to clear the road. Meanwhile, a subsidiary road above the highway in the vicinity of the TB hospital was being used by light vehicles vehicles to travel around the road blockade. However, heavy vehicles have started to get stranded from both sides as there was no alternate route. Keeping in mind the problems and hardship faced by the patients who travel down to Tamil Nadu's Vellore for medical treatment for the state, thus soon there will be a Naga patient house for the patients and their attendants to avail accommodation services during the stay. This was disclosed by Minister PWT Housing and Mechanical Tom Bangosakam on Thursday. The minister also disclosed that construction of the Naga patient house in Vellore will soon start, with another one to come in Meghalaya as well. Addressing the inauguration of a furniture godown for the Department of Work and Housing below PWD office complex in Kohima as special guest, the minister stated that the Tamil Nadu government has allotted a plot of land free of cost and sent a letter to Nagaland government for setting up Naga patient house in Vellore. Notably, Osakam met Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin in Chennai earlier this year over allotment of plot of land in Vellore for construction of the patient house. Prior to that, Chief Minister Nipirio had written a letter to the Tamil Nadu counterparts in February seeking allotment of the land. A drug education and awareness program for pharmacists and small shop owner was held at Town Hall Zanapoto on July 28. Notably, the program was held to create awareness on the misuse of drug and laws about the sale of items during the category of the medical substance. It may be mentioned that the drug inspector Zanapoto Boto Sema highlighted the gathering on the Drugs and Cosmetic Act and the role of the pharmacist. The provisional result of the HSC Compartmental Examination 2022 is set to be declared in the afternoon of July 30. Notably, the results will be made available on the board website. Meanwhile, all center superintendents of the HSLC Compartmental Examination 2022 have been informed to collect the admit card and mark sheet cum certificates from August 1 to 3 during office hours. Nagaland Board of School Education has notified all the schools offering financial literacy courses in class 9th and 10th that a financial literacy examination would be conducted by the school through online mode only from August 29 to the 31st. It may be noted that no examination routine would be given out by the board, adding that the schools have the liberty to fix the dates and timing of the examination for the students on the specified dates. NBSE also informed that a question paper will consist of 100 multiple choice questions carrying 1 mark each. Meanwhile, schools are requested to obtain the link of the examination from the authorized officials. In this regard, schools from Kohima, Mokokchung Twinsang, Mon, Pek, Longleng, Taminu and Chamator districts are asked to contact phone number 9436403929. Meanwhile, schools from Woka, Zanapoto, Dimapur, Kifri, Peran, Newland and Chumugirima districts are asked to contact phone number 9436821905. Furthermore, the link to the examination will be provided to schools 2 hours ahead of the exam date of examination. It was also informed that the board will not allot the roll number and share it with the school in the NBSC Financial Literacy WhatsApp group or a later date. Only those students who are allotted roll number by the boards are eligible for the examinations. The instruction for the conduct of examination and allotment of number would be shared in the NBSC Final Literacy WhatsApp group at a later date. Therefore, students that are yet to join the group have been requested to share their WhatsApp number in the district's WhatsApp group. Shamadar Battalion of Assam Rifle assisted in organizing a friendly volleyball match tournament from 28 to 30 July in Chendang Sedal village. With the participation of local youths aged between 15 to 20 years, Assam Rifles Chendang, Sedal, New Chiang Mai and Old Chiang Mai villages. A total of 9 teams participated. Meanwhile, Shamadar Battalion of Assam Rifles initiative for organizing the tournament is to include constructive thinking, positive attitude and wellness towards strong nation building and to give platform and exposure to young people. The event started with a speech by the COI CDR Chedang Sadal, 14 Assam Rifles, in which he briefed the youths about the importance of sports in life. Amid the crisis of African swine fever in several states, several pigs were caught dead in 10th Mile Wati Yongpang area under Bokokchung district on Friday. It is to be mentioned that the pigs were supplied to village dead. While the pigs are being unloaded from a vehicle, some locals of Wameken caught the hideous act and sent back the vehicle along with the pig to where it came from. The locals who witnessed the dead pig said that the nose of the pigs were covered in blood and suspected it to be of a viral disease or the most deadly African swine fever. Nagaland registered 13 fresh COVID-19 positive cases and one more fatality from Kohima on Thursday. Notably, 5 new cases were from Kohima, 3 from Mon, 2 each from Dimapur and Zanapoto, while 1 from Bokokchung. With the new addition, state's total caseload increased to 35,751, with the death toll also rose to 769. Meanwhile, India on Friday reported a total of 20,409 new coronavirus cases, while 47 COVID-related fatalities were also reported. Indian Revenue Service Officer Limatullah Yadan has been appointed as the Joint Secretary in Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs. Notably, Yadan is said to be first woman officer in the history of the department to hold this post. Meanwhile, the service of Limatullah are placed at the disposal of the Department of Revenue for 5 years from the date of assumption of charge till further orders, whichever is earlier. Health and Family Welfare Minister Sabam Ranjan on Thursday assured the Manipur Legislative Assembly that the academic session of the Medical College in Churchandpur is expected to start this year. While Ranjan was replying to a question raised by Congress MLA Surjamor Okram on the 4th day of the ongoing second session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly, Ranjan mentioned that the academic session of the Medical College in Manipur will commence once the letter of the permission is given by National Medical Commission. Further, he also informed the House that the construction work of required infrastructure are almost complete and installation of equipments is on progress. The recruitment of the professor is likely to be completed by August this year. Tripura senior officials on Thursday stated that amid of heavy rainfall, the state will use nanotechnology for construction of roads. The Union Ministry of Rural Development has approved Rs 214.23 crore for construction of 32 roads of 231.64 km in the state under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadaki Yojana. Chief Engineer Bimal Das said that the state will use 16 roads of 114.23 km since the entire northeast receives heavy rainfall. The states have adopted nanotechnology to develop its rural connectivity. Under this technology, the roads will be turned into solid concrete structures by using cement and chemical chips, and bitumen are generally used to construct roads, but they get damaged within few years, wasting crores of rupees. Das also mentioned that the center has given an NOD for 779 km of new roads in rural to boost connectivity. Meanwhile, detailed reports will be sanctioned for these roads. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday, while addressing the 42nd convocation of Anna University in Chennai, stated that the whole world is looking at India's youth with hope as they are the growth engines of the country as well as the world. PM congratulated students who are graduating at Anna University's 42nd convocation. The Prime Minister also congratulated the parents of all those who are graduating today and said that their sacrifices and determination have been crucial to the achievements of the children. He further stated that it is a matter of pride for all in Anna University that Bharat Ratna Abdul Kalam is from the university. During the program, he also awarded gold medalists and certificates to 69 gold medalists. Tamil Nadu Governor Narendra and Chief Minister M.K. Stalin were also present at the event.
Samarth K. Arora.
Congratulations to all those who are graduating today in the Anna University's 42nd convocation. You would have already built a future of yourself in your minds. Therefore, today is not only a day of achievements, but also of aspirations. I wish that all the dreams of our youth come true. This is also a special time for teaching staff and non-teaching staff, support staff at Anna University. You are nation builders who are creating the leaders of tomorrow. My faith is in the younger generation, the modern generation. Out of them will come my workers. They will work out the whole problem like lions, unquote. Those words are still relevant. But
Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Friday called on President Draupadi Murmu at Rashtrapati Bhavan in the national capital. Union Minister Smriti Irani and Dr. Mahendra Munjapara and also John Barla also called on President Draupadi Murmu. Besides them, Union Minister for Power and New and Renewable Energy Raj Kumar Singh, along with Minister of State and Heavy Industry Krishan Pal, Bhagwat Man Kuba, Minister of State for New and Renewable Energy and Chemicals and Fertilizers, called on President Draupadi Murmu. Earlier on the day of the swearing-in ceremony of the President, Shah said that Draupadi Murmu's election as the President of India proves Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government committed to the empowerment of tribals. Shah further stated that the election of Draupadi Murmu as the President of India is a historic moment for Indian democracy. Earlier on Tuesday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi had also called on President Draupadi Murmu for the first time after her assumption of office. To mark the strong protest against their suspension from Parliament during ongoing monsoon session, opposition MPs continued their 50-hour day-night sit-in protest on Friday morning in front of the Mahatma Gandhi statue inside Parliament. The suspended MPs created uproar in both the House, where they claimed that the central government was not ready to hold discussion over key issues like price hike and increased GST rates. A total of 27 MPs, including 23 23 Rajya Sabha MPs and 4 Lok Sabha MPs have been suspended for unruly behavior during the ongoing session. It is learned to be the highest number of single batch suspension in the upper house. The 50-hour-long sit-in is likely to end around 5 p.m. on Friday. MPs who were suspended from the week of their unruly behavior and disrupting proceedings in the parliament had stated that the sit-in protest on Wednesday afternoon. Among the MPs who spent the night outside, including Aam Aadmi Party leader Sanjay Singh, Trinamool Congress leader Abir Ranjan Bishwas and Deepak Oberoi, while TMC MPs Dola Sen, Sushmita Dev, Mausam Noor, Aam Aadmi Party MP Sushil Gupta and Sandeep Batak were at the protest site till midnight.
बीजेपी सवाल कर रही है कि जो सस्पेंडेड एमपी है उनका ये धरना चल रहा है, पिकनिक चल रहा है, क्योंकि गांधी स्टैचू के बाहर आप लोग बिरयानी खा रहे हैं, चिकन खा रहे हैं।
देखिए 3-4 शब्द हम बोलेंगे। एक बात है कि सबको पता है अभी तक पिछले 8 बरस की एक्सपीरियंस से कि बीजेपी सारे के सारे झूठ बोलते हैं, बहुत सारे। उन्होंने बयान दिया मंत्री से लेकर स्पोक्स पर्सन तक कि हम अंदर सो गए थे वेल पे, धक्का मुक्की हुई, कुछ नहीं हुआ। उसका फुटेज भी नहीं दिखा पाएंगे, लेकिन बोल रहे हैं। तो बाहर वाला भी वैसे वो बोल रहे हैं, वो झूठ बोलने का उसका आदत है, जिसे हम आजकल आश्चर्य भी नहीं होते। तो बीजेपी वो अच्छा, वो तो झूठ ही बोल लेंगे। दूसरा बात ये है कि वो ना बहुत नाराज़ है हमसे, क्योंकि उन्होंने सोचा कि ये प्राइस राइज के बारे में स्लोगन उठा रहा है, डिस्कशन का डिमांड कर रहा है, तो इसको बाहर निकाला जाए तो हमारा डिस्टर्बेंस कम हो जाएगा। लेकिन हुआ क्या? प्राइस राइज एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट इशू है। जीएसटी जो बढ़ा दूध पर, दही पर, मुंगड़ा पर, चीड़ा पर, बतासा पर, बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट इशू है, आम जनता की इशू है।
In a major crackdown on concealed terror activities operating in Assam, 11 people were detained by Assam police from several districts on Thursday for alleged links with global terror outfits. The arrested people were allegedly linked with Al-Qaeda in India subcontinent and Bangladesh-based Ansarullah Bagla team. As per police information, those detained from Morigaon, Barbeta, Guwahati and Golapara districts. They have been identified as Mustafa alias Mufti Mustaf, Afaruddin Bhuyan, Abbas Ali, Jabir Khan, Rafiqul Islam, Diwan Hamidul Islam, Monilul and Kajibur Hussain. Police devices and incriminating documents were recovered from the arrested people, and further investigation is being carried out to extract more information on the terror module operating in the state. After actor Arpita Mukherjee grabbed the limelight in her connection to former West Bengal Minister Partha Chatterjee's involvement in the Bengal school job scam, it has been learned that the Enforcement Directorate is searching for 4 cars owned by Arpita. Searches at those various flats in Kolkata have been yielded a record rupees 50 crore cash. Sources in the agency have claimed that the cars an Audi A4, a Honda City, a Honda CRV and a Mercedes-Benz are loaded with cash. According to reports, during the raids, the ED also found diamond ring at one of the MS Mukherjee flats with P written on it. Just one white color Mercedes car was seized by ED during the MS Mukherjee's arrest. The probe agency is scanning CCTV footages and conducting multiple raids to locate the vehicles. Arpita Mukherjee, a 30-year-old model actor and Instagrammer, owns several flats for which sale deeds have been found by the ED. Former Meghalaya Home Minister and veteran politician Robert G Lindo has passed away on Friday. It had been learned that Lindo was suffering from an illness for quite a long time and was recently released from Shillong-based hospital where he was admitted in the ICU on July 11 after his health condition deteriorated. Meanwhile, his family members have confirmed the news of his death. Notably, Lindo was the brother of former Meghalaya Minister and senior politician from the state, Amprin Lindo. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal is set to skip World City Summit in Singapore. Notably, Kejriwal failed to get clearance for visit from Delhi Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena and the time period to complete the process lapsed. It may be mentioned that CM Kejriwal shot off a letter to the Ministry of External Affairs for clearance after Saxena returned his proposal last week. Indian Air Force fighter aircraft crash in Rajasthan's Barmer district on Tuesday evening. As per reports, around 9:10 p.m. at IAF MiG-21 trainer aircraft met with an accident and two pilots has lost their life in the western sector during a training sortie. Meanwhile, a court of inquiry has been ordered to ascertain the cause of the crash. Furthermore, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh spoke to the Indian Air Force Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary and sought details of the crash. One more squadron of the Indian Air Force MiG-21 Biscon aircraft will be returning by September 30 after the 51 squadron based out of Srinagar Air Base is being number plated on the particular date. Notably, the recent crash of a MiG-21 Type 69 trainer aircraft in Barmer, Rajasthan, both pilots including a youngster flight Lieutenant Abal and Wing Commander Rana were killed. Sources after this, only 3 squadrons of the planes would be left in service and would be phased out of the year by 2025. However, according to sources, every year 1 squadron each of these planes will be number plated. In the last 20 months, 6 MiG-21s have lost in crashes in which 5 pilots have lost their lives. The MiG-21S were supposed to be retired a long time ago, but delays in induction of the LCA Tejas aircraft have forced the IAF to continue flying these planes. The officials said that a number-plated squadron would be reactivated soon with more capable aircraft in the near future. A youth was hacked to death outside a textile shop at Surakatkal on outskirts of Mangaluru by a group of unidentified assailants on Thursday evening. The deceased has been identified as Mohammad Fazil, a resident of Mangalpate near Suraktal. Fazil was grievously injured in the attack and died on the way to the hospital. 10 individuals have been nabbed by the police after the incident. Section 144 has been imposed at the Suryakatkal, Makli, Majpi and Panampur in light of the violence in the area. The 2022 Commonwealth Games was officially declared open on Thursday after a grand opening ceremony held at the Alexander Stadium in Birmingham. Notably, Olympic medalist PV Sindhu and men's hockey team captain Manpreet Singh led the Indian contingent. Ace javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra was designated flag bearer for India. However, he suffered an injury for which he had to pull out of CWG. Meanwhile, Prince Charles graced the ceremony as the chief guest. It may be mentioned that the game is said to be the biggest and most expensive sporting event in the UK since 2012 London Olympic, as athletes from over 72 nations and territories have entered the multidisciplinary event.
the greatest pleasure to declare the 22nd Commonwealth Games open.
That is all for Nltv's English News now. Thank you for tuning in. For more updates, keep watching Nagaland TV.
अरे तूने अभी तक कुछ किया ही नहीं।
अरे ये तो लो क्वालिटी टंकी है।
होशियारी मत दिखाओ, दुकानदार ने 5 साल की गारंटी दी है।
अरे 5 साल छोड़िए, इसका